Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out, and he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Got some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 52 yards. And the Cardinals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Singletary to get the drive started to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw. Allen. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterback.
A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here because Von Miller, former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this case, makes a mistake and gets in just a little bit too late, and that draws the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the counter, it's Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. Murray now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Murray. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
2nd down and goal. Murray, throw left side complete. That's Connor. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Being chased out left. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Allen. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He'll buy some time right. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that first down pickup.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, they'll roll him out right.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And at the 7-yard line. The catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. On play action, Allen. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Murray now. He's got it. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. In the the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
He'll find Gabriel Davis.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Allen. Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Davis has it over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 50 yards. And the Cards will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Eluding the pressure right. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah, I did not I chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't falling figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, they sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yami had to buy, Yanni had yelling hits. This goes so hard, even the... Grrr.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Ken Adewagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First play, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 79 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
First carry for James Conner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Murray now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Murray a give. This is Conner, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, Murray. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray fighting Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
From the gun, a give to counter. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
To throw, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. from 8 yards out.
And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Cousins to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A run by Connor on first down and a good one as he'll get about 7 here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Now Murray. Flushed out under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete there to Smith.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught at the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And his pass incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Fourth down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Cousins got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Going up top. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try the left side with Connor, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and they will take a 7-point lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Play action. Now it's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 67 yards.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Prater on to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle, it's Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Cousins to throw.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Joseph's got it. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To throw is Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Back to throw. Murray rolling to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's fourth down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
First down, here's Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First throw of overtime for Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray rolling to his right.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll go option to the short side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Murray now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.